the whips and chains out. Wait, what? What is he? But Liam's worth it.
Whoa! That's not very nice.
Liam's worth it. Okay.
Just look in the background.
Well, if you don't want to be heard, just disable your voice in the party, can't you?
No, he wants to get himself heard when he shouts something like he's gonna wreck the warehouse again.
Mug.
Do you know what's so comical about it though, right? So I say that on the stream, right? But then during the weekend after the stream, a warehouse actually gets set on fire in my home area.
Jeez, that's a bit quick coming out pit lane, Larry.
Shh. I accidentally told everyone my
We
plans
got 3
before it
minutes
was
to go.
to happen.
Matt sent Liam the wrong highlight reel. He said Pro-Am.
Yeah, he sent Pro-Am. More bothered about me ruining it, but yet he's the one who sent the wrong fucking thing.
Yeah, but I think Pro-Am's far more important because I'm in it. Jumping around the outside of Smithy again. What was that email for?
Yeah, Tony, you're not gonna be able to bully me on Sunday or anything. Nah.
He's not here.
Oh, he's disappeared. Yeah,
He's
I'm going out with. Might be working. No, I'm essentially right. You'll never hear this ever, but I'm essentially going out. Feet.
If they're from Thailand, they're not female. They're lady boys. And a very fun time. We love you.
We love you. Very long good time.
Good job we're not live yet, properly.
No, just on my personal channel.
And mine. Don't worry about it, Liam.
Oh, it's fine. 500 people, not be that bothered.
There's no one in chat anyway.
Oh my fucking god, we're going live soon.
I've got Matt's on a laptop. I've got a tablet for the YouTube chat, so I can interact with YouTube chat. I've got my stream chat in a window on my tablet, but I can't remember how to snap them together. Yeah, we don't want that.
Right. Oh, I'm gonna have to switch that. Right, I'm gonna go live in a second. Right. Hello and welcome to Simplay Motorsport here on a very lovely looking a very lovely looking Thursday afternoon. I'm your host, Liam Bostock, joined here with PN Motorsports. Say hello. How are you doing today, PN?
Good evening, chat and the channel. I'm kind of okay. It's Thursday. It's pro. Let's do this.
As it is the pro. This time we're not going to fall asleep. Much apologies for that last week, by the way, people. But anyway, we're going to just go through the championships standings here. As we're going to just start with the drivers here, as the Overtaker is leading the championship here by 15 points, the gap to De Silva in second. Not too far behind that, though, is Matahimovic with Fury in fourth, not too far behind again. Just behind that in fifth, you've got an Orthodox 16, 4 points the gap for that, and Gary 131 in sixth, 2 points there. In seventh is Big Boy Brazier, 3 points the gap there, so not very. It's quite close coming into the mid pack here, and then M Palava in eighth, just behind that. In ninth, you have Euro, and in 10th, you have Bryce. In 11th, you've got Peaceful Explosion and Smoky Devil in 12th. Not too far behind him again is Monkey Boy in 13th and Sooty Apex in 15th. In 16th, you have D-Biggs, and then in 17th, you have got Nexus. That is what your drivers' standings look like at the minute, as we now jump over to the constructors, with That'll Buff Out Racing is leading with a good 19-point gap, with Jaeger Motorsport in second, FU Racing in third, and Michael Massey's Mango Lassie in fourth. In fifth, you've got PRT Squadra Corsa, and in sixth, you've got Simplay Racing. In seventh, you've got the Team Independent, and in eighth, you've got Fionda Motoristico in eighth. In ninth, you've got FST Racing, and in 10th, you've got Turnamo Velocity Racing.
Yeah.
And in 11th, you have OMO Motorsport. That is what your constructors are looking like here for the Pro, as that is quite close in the mid tables for your drivers, and quite close near the bottom to middle in the constructors. As PN obviously commentating last week, you'll know more than me. How did the race actually go?
I've forgotten. It was a bit interesting with close battles in the mid pack. Who won last week? Yeah. There was a few incidents which I had a look into afterwards for stewards.
A few incidents, right?
And of course, in the first race, there was about 18 minutes of looking at De Silva, wasn't there, Liam?
Just a little bit, just a little bit. Maybe not too much, but I mean, we can always have the highlights of De Silva on the channel. There we are just coming to the last 5 minutes of the free practice to then go into the qualifying, as I believe we do a little milestone just to keep in mind for you guys in the chat at the moment for tonight. If Gary131 gets pole in the first qualifying, he can get his 25th pole of the season. If not, he has still got the second qualifying, as long as he is eligible for it, to be able to qualify, as that is one of the milestones. We have got another one for tonight for you guys here in the chat, but we'll get onto that coming into race 2, which it is more for, is getting to
Right. Let us go into the new driver today. For
yeah.
us today is Nexus. He is Akbar's teammate in the Audi, and now with the with Disco no longer racing for us, Monkey Boy is now flying solo in a very light brown Ferrari. It's actually orange, but it's light brown.
It's a very nice livery. I can tell you that one for sure. As we did just jump on them there in the pits. They're not on the track at the moment, so maybe not feeling the track at the moment. Another thing to keep an eye out for, though, for tonight is to keep an eye out on Empalava, very specifically going around El Rouge at this circuit, as obviously being at Spa. Keep an eye on him there, as my little trusty person here, PN, not Empalava, I'm getting this wrong, PN has told me he's already stacked it once, so we could maybe see him do it again. And if you didn't know how he did it, it was during a little race that the Simplay Racing team actually did.
A little race? It was 24 hours, Liam.
Little race. Just a little race. Not very big. Not very big. Not very long. Not very long. Could have gone longer.
Right. Let's go over to chat and we say hello to Mummy D, Peaceful Stepdad, Holty, myself, but we won't do that, Fury's Granddad, Shane, and UFL Afri is lost. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, if you haven't already, anyone new in the chat, 8 viewers at the moment, try and get those likes in, and obviously subscribe to the YouTube channel, just to show your support for what we do here. And also, if you want to keep notified, press the bell icon. Keep you notified for whenever we go live in the future, or whenever we get highlight packages out for these nights.
And Sunday we will remain at Spa for the Formula One and join Dan Davis in the commentary box. Will I actually finish this week, or will my TV decide to turn off its HDR settings and I crash into a wall?
We'll have to find out, I suppose.
Will Liam actually turn up? Probably not, but
I have already made it very...
Who will stop James Ash's domination in the Williams? He's like Nigel Mansell back in '92.
Just not in the actual real thing.
I'm old enough to remember when Williams were the dominant team in Formula One.
And I'm probably not even old enough to even know about it.
Right, and currently in practice, Overtake is fastest with a 2:18.9, with Anorthodox in second, De Silva third, Fury fourth, Euro in fifth, Matahimovic in sixth, Brees in seventh, Peaceful Explosion in eighth, Big Boy Brazier in ninth, Nexus in 10th, Akbar 11th, Empalava in 12th, probably have already crashed into a Rouge again, Sutty in 13th, D Biggs in 14th, Monkey Boy in 15th, and Gary 131 bringing up the rear, not set a time yet, in 16th place.
So that's what your free practice is looking like at the moment. Still plenty of time. Well, I say still plenty of time. You can still see maybe a driver or two change position on here, but we are in the last 50 seconds of your free practice here. Still just waiting for that qualifying to come up, as everyone is able to qualify in this first qualifying according to my little stats page here. So everybody should be on the grid, on the track, should I say?
Silver's own pits.
For
yeah, let me just double check Discord to see if anyone's got any penalty point. See if anyone has got a quality ban for race one. There is professionalism.
As we might have to keep an eye.
There were no qualifying bans for this first race.
No, so that's brilliant.
And as is 16 starters, for race 2, the top 8 will not be able to qualify. That's right, into the top half.
Yes, it's the top half that can qualify. The bottom half, no, the top half can't qualify. The bottom half can. We get it right, one way or another.
I didn't qualify for my race 2 last night because my back is absolutely ruined at the moment.
Yeah, as we do now just get into qualifying, as you can just see a massive long line of cars coming out here. Is quite a long pit lane at Spa for us tonight. As in the Formula 1, it's obviously quite the shorter one. We have the full length today, and if you get a drive-through, that is going to be very detrimental to your race. So I can imagine some people will be trying their hardest, trying not to get those track limit penalties and to be able to try not speed in the pit lane. But either way, we are now just waiting for the people to go around the circuit here. And Orfordham 16, I believe, is the first car to actually cross the line to start his flying lap. So we will jump on board him as he gets closer to the start line.
I'll keep on Matt. No, Matt, he's the next car along. So, once he starts his flying lap. Still 3 cars in pit lane with Peaceful Explosion, Akbar, and Sutty Apex.
Yes, as I believe...
Hello, Wolfgang in the YouTube chat. Welcome to the stream. Is that Wolfinator from Pro-Am?
I presume it is. Either way, I believe Unorthodox is now just coming down the back straight here. As we will just wait for him to get to the line.
Coming down Rochemont into this bus stop chicane and over the line.
Yeah, I've got no idea when it comes to the track corner named bar from El Rouge. When it comes to this circuit.
I've got lots of books, actually. Especially about motor racing.
Yeah, but... there you go. He crosses the line to start his first flying lap. As he comes around turn 1. Looks quite deep going into turn 1 there, actually, in all fairness. But we'll now just power down this little straight here to get to El Rouge.
Of course, difference between this version and Project Cars 2 version, there's no little bit of a pit wall that juts out and you can hit it.
Yep, no invisible wall for you.
Cars 2.
Yep, no invisible wall for us today, which is a bonus for the drivers.
We are missing Smoky Devil. Smoky Devil is not in this session.
There is still plenty of time for him to jump in, though. 7 minutes left of... Well, should I say just under 7 minutes left of the session now. So he has got enough time to jump in. Again. Just painting his car.
Well, it was blue last week. It's meant to be purple because he's Jamie Braziers' teammate in Michael Massey's Mango Lassie.
Yep, brilliant name.
It's awful. Leave it to Jamie.
An absolute mouthful, but absolutely amazing. As you can see, just coming around the circuit here. As
I'll tell you what, I'll bring up the timetable so I can see sector times. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah, as we will just keep an eye on different little bits, as PM will keep us updated on if there are any purple sectors by any drivers, I can imagine. As here he is coming back on to the back straight again.
Through Stavalo up Lochemont towards the bus stop chicane. Yeah. We hope we don't have the usual what we had in Pro-Am with everyone on cold tyres going into Rouge and then to Radion and a nice concertina effect with cars going left, right and everywhere apart from on the racetrack.
As you do, as here Unorthodox comes just powering down the final little straight part before he comes to the line. He does a 2:19.1. That being
Matt
his fastest
crosses the line at a 2:20. 2:20 for Matt.
That's not a bad
Euro
time.
with another with a oh, De Silva's gone second with a 2:19.56. And Palava, who hasn't survived the lap and not crashed out Rouge and Radion, has just done a 2:20.9. Fastest first sector is actually Impalava.
Oh, okay. That makes a change, but I mean, sure.
Well, for Rouge and Radion, and he didn't crash.
Yeah, exactly. As we do now, we are actually in the last 5 minutes of the session here, so people in the pits really need to start getting out and getting those lap times in. We have now actually got Smoky Devil in the session. as it does look like a purple car in the background over there. But we'll have to wait and see when he gets onto the track. But 4 minutes left. Not very long for
No,
people
that's
to be able to
blue.
set times.
That's quite blue.
We're gonna
That's
have
not really purple.
Now, from a distance, it looked purple, but it's blue. Never mind.
Because I
Better luck
just
next
compared it to
time.
Jamie's, to Big Boy Brazier's car, and it's definitely a different shade.
Different shade. Different shade.
And
Oh,
good evening to Daz in the chat, my teammate in Pro-Am, who had excellent 2 races with 2 third places. In the Ferrari 488 GT3, not the Evo version, because that's DLC, even though I have the DLC. Are we ready for carnage? Tune in and find out.
we'll have to
That is
see.
our film.
We'll have to see.
Akbar is 6th currently in the Audi. Brees has just moved up to 6th in the Porsche. I'm watching Jamie at the moment. See how he's now coming through Beauchamp right now. Keep it at just within track limits. Oh, he's sideways through the corner. Lovely. It's
Doing
an
a bit of a
Audi
drift.
Quattro rally car. Audi Quattro rally car. Nice. Into bus stop. Brake disc glowing, but they glow a lot on this game anyway, so. And he powers across the line now and goes into P7.
So that's not too bad there, P7.
You can work with that, P7.
Yeah, he can work with it. We'll see if he can change that
Oh,
P7.
Peaceful's done a pirouette into Radion. It's happened already.
That's one
As he
down.
returns to pit, and he won't get out in time for another lap. Because around here it takes about 2 million years to do an outlap.
Pretty much. That does sound about right for this circuit here. But nonetheless, he's in 11th.
Gary
He
moves
hasn't
up
actually.
to 9.
Yeah, he hasn't actually
Gary...
been able to do a lap time, so that's not going to be great for himself.
I'm now watching Nexus, Akbar's teammate. He's not set a clean lap currently. Gary did move to P9 in the Bentley. I like that Bentley. And what's your thoughts of the Bentley, Liam?
It's a good car.
It's
a good car, but it's a very heavy car.
It's no BMW M4.
No, it is no M4. No M4 at all.
D Big's in 11th, 6.9 seconds slower than Dan. Dan, who's actually improved, he's now 218.7. Monkey Boy is 12th, 7 seconds slower than the pace, but in now his very light brown Ferrari. As I now watch him on my screen.
Yeah, as we are now just coming to the last 50 seconds of the session here, as that's an awful Dubs just jumping in the pits there, not able to do another time now. I believe that's pretty much everyone just driving into the pits here. Doesn't matter, Himovic goes into 4th, then gets dropped back down into 5th by Euro. So he's only got that one more lap to be able to improve on his lap time.
I don't think Nexus is gonna make it to get a lap in. He's now coming through Beauchamp now.
He won't. He has 10 seconds.
Mike Matthews, which is Peaceful Explosion, in the chat. Starting from the back might not be a bad thing. You're very right. It might not be a bad thing. Did you see Pro-Am last night? Of course you did. No, Nexus is completely can't park there, sir.
No,
Nexus
that is
does
not a
set
right
a lap.
parking spot.
Neither does Sutty, neither does Smokey.
As everyone on the track now is just doing their final lap times, the number 74 of Ugbar, the next car to cross the line on a valid lap. We'll see what he can do, if he can improve, as he pulls off onto the grass and won't be doing another lap time. Now, the next car would
Monkey Boy's
now...
on.
Yeah.
Monkey Boy.
next car would be Monkey Boy. It should be D-Biggs, but already on an invalid lap. But Monkey Boy on a valid lap. We'll see what he can do in that dark brown
Light
Ferrari.
brown. Light
That
brown.
light brown McLaren. There we go.
McLaren? I thought it was a Ferrari.
Well, we've changed the
I know,
car
but-
now here, mate. Don't worry. I see the orange and
I
the
bet
black, and
he-
I think it's a McLaren. Just leave me to it.
He crosses the line, does not improve.
No.
Evening, Kelly. Audio sport in chat.
It's Bryce.
Anybody else still on a valid lap? Jamie Brazier is still on a valid lap as Brees is now coming up to the line in his Porsche. He crosses the line, improves to P6.
It's not a bad lap time from
Next
here.
car
The next
along
car
is car 1, is Matt in car 1. Reigning ACC champion.
He looks very slow going through that part there, but he goes into
improved.
4th.
And the final car to set qualifying lap is Big Boy Brazier in the Audi. The very purple Audi. Well, for Michael Massey's Mango Lassie. I had to say it again. But
Yep.
at least it's not Ginsters as a proper pasties, because they're not. Jamie stays in P9.
So that is what your qualifying one will look like. The grid, as we will go to it in a second, I will run you through what it's looking like at the moment though. So you have an Orthodubs at the top of the table here. He will be starting in first. In second, you have the Overtaker, and in third, you've got the Silver. Mahimovic in fourth, and Euro in fifth, with Bryce in sixth. And then you have Empalava in 7th, Fury in 8th, Big Boy Brazier in 9th, and Ugbar in 10th, Gary 131 in 11th, D Biggs in 12th, Monkey Boy in 13th, and Peaceful Explosion in 14th. 15th is Nexus, and in 16th you have Sooty Apex. And then finally at the back of the grid in 17th you have Smoky Devil. That is what your starting grid for race 1 will look like going into the 30-minute race. As all the cars now will be just getting the setups perfected, ready to start this race, making sure they got the right brakes on and the right fuel in the car. As an Orthodubs in the chat looking quite happy that he's beat Overtaker in the qualifying, as we do now just wait.
Too.
Yeah, as we do wait just for that last little 30 seconds now for the session start. As PN, who is your tip to win this race?
I'm going. Who do I curse? That is the curse of the commentator. I'm going to go for the Silver in the McLaren.
We'll have to wait and see. Maybe getting a lot more, maybe a bit less view time than last week, but maybe a little bit, just a little bit. As the cars do now start moving. So Orthodubs looking really slow there, but either way, back in front there actually. But we do just wait. These guys going to be side by side, going across the line, should I say? As we do wait for the 5 lights, I believe it is.
I've got no camera control. I've got to return the cabbage when I can. I love this game.
As there you go, it's green, and they come to El Rouge here. Who's going to be the one to stack it?
Ooh, Euro and Greece had lip contact. Empalava has gone around.
There is just an
absolute...
absolute...
Monkey Boy, Peaceful Explosion, Smoky Tables evolved, Euros backwards, Ugbar with major damage to his Audi.
That is a very quick... Oh, his Fury is round there. Just in the background, Fury spinning around, trying to fight Bryce here. As it looks like Overtaker is now leading the race. Unorthodox, though, looking quite ambitious to try and get that position back with... In fact, he did get that position back. The next person will be Matahimovic if he can get past them.
There is several cars with quite heavy damage. Ugbar, steering is pointing completely the wrong way. Right, if you bring that on stream, let's have a little look while I switch to Overtaker. Keep an eye on Overtaker. Nope, Dan's taking the lead. Dan is in the lead.
Ugbar
With
just
Matt
parked
right
there.
behind Overtaker. He can return the pit lane and then come back out. So,
As there is just
which is what he's done. And so has Empalava.
maybe not the start to the race that people were wanting. But either way, we are just having a look at the battle at the front at the minute. Is Unorthodox and the Overtaker was just side by side there, but they look like they got very... Oh, is the Unorthodox is actually off in the wall. He pulls back on the track.
Oh, that's close.
That was very close.
I believe he's had a coming together with Overtaker.
Yes.
Going through Blosham.
That means Matahimovic will now lead this race. Bit of a flash there from Matahimovic, as you could just see.
With Priest in second in the Porsche. Jamie up to third. Gary in fourth. Fury fifth. De Silva in sixth with a little bit light damage on his chrome McLaren.
He's off the track there. It looks like he actually overtakes. I believe that's Nexus there. Or at very least side by side, but we are going to keep an eye on this. From what it looks like they both do, as De Silva very far off the track there. As it looks like, yeah.
Monkey Boy's also got some damage. Sati's car looks reasonably clean. And Smoky Devil, who got involved, but I don't believe made much contact. But I think he just slowed down for the incident ahead. He's got a few crumbles in his Audi. Still hasn't improved its looks. Right, as Matahimovic go through Speaker's Corner, aka No Name, aka X into Puon, powering the Bentley through, lovely. He's not here. He's not to be happy if he gets a good result here. And there. Brees in second. Jamie is only 1.5 seconds behind Brees.
It looks like
further 2 seconds.
Yeah, sorry about that. The Overtaker looking quite ambitious to go around Nexus, but taps the side of him, goes on the grass. We don't actually see. He does rejoin, but behind Unorthodox and Nexus here. But Unorthodox looking like he's wanting to take the fight to Nexus here to be able to get himself into P8. We'll see if he can do it. He will have the benefit of the straight line speed coming down the back straight here.
Fury is right all over Gary. Gary hopping over the curb through Blosham. Fury having a look down the inside into the bus stop. Does Gary give him the room? Fury slid off. No, Gary has the inside line for the second part. No real contact. Bit of probably bit of body rubbing. Because we're touring car fans here. Fury still looking. If you've got Fury and Gary battle.
Yeah.
Sutty has moved ahead of Monkey Boy. Mike Matthews in chat, wow, pointless, because the cluster of the Furu Rouge and Radion, once again. We had it in Pro-Am, we've got it in Pro.
And hopefully we won't have it in an F1 because it's a lot more unforgiving on that game for crashing.
In F1,
yeah,
if you're going to go off, you're not finishing.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Ugbar's car is nearly fixed, so he should be coming back out soon. Euro's not damaged, he's in the pit lane. De Silva's now in the pits with damage. Nexus is coming in now. Matt is now 4 seconds in the lead, Liam.
So I can imagine Matt is probably just cruising this at the moment, just trying to keep that steady little lead, as it will be some extra points in the constructors and the drivers, in that matter of fact, for himself, as we do just
Fury's still having a look at Gary.
It's an Orthodox actually making his way into 7th now, so won't be too far behind his teammate as
Pit
he
window
overtaker
is
another one.
open. Well, let's remind chap, pit window is open. It opened 5 minutes into this race and closes with 5 minutes to go. But pit lane here is very long. You lose about a minute, 5 seconds just going into the pits. Fury's looking. If you want to move to the Fury battle, because Matt's
Yeah, I am.
3.8. Sutty's now 4 seconds ahead of Monkey Boy. Biggs is in the pits for his mandatory pit stop.
As Fury
The
actually gets
Silver's
in front of Gary 131 here.
Nexus is repairing his car. I don't know if he was allowed to pit because Akbar was still in the pit lane. And you can't pit on the same lap as your teammate.
Maybe so something for the stewards to have a look at. Either way,
It'd be another busy weekend, Liam, us stewards.
maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, only a tad. Yeah. Ooh! Matt has pitted. Matt is in the pit lane. He's pitted early because he undercut. Sometimes does kind of work around here.
It can,
Oh, I've got a
as
message.
with that 4-second lead, definitely going to help him do his pit stop here. But either way, he will just get demoted temporarily, while everyone else is still due to do their pit stops here.
He can't see his pit box because there's so many cars in pit lane. Gary can't pit. Peaceful is now back on track, but it will have to return to the pits to do his mandatory tyre change.
There's a lot of people here still yet to
Dan
do the
Overtaker
pits.
in the pits. But Overtaker's got damage. Dan has some damage. Because Overtaker looked like he did a dive on an Orthodubs. Nexus is now rolling again, but have not done his mandatory tyre stop.
As Matt is now moving. As Matt is just on his way out of the pits now, so that is his mandatory pit stop now over and done with. As quite a lot of people actually going into the pits at the same time. Quite a large amount of the cars on the track in the pits at the moment.
Probably because they're mostly all damaged from
Yeah,
oh,
it's Nexus, I think that was in the background, just sliding, doing a bit of a power drift.
So Matt has the laps Euro behind him. As now he brings up the tyres to temperature, the brakes back up to temperature to attack, to make sure he maintains his lead once all the cars in front of him pit again.
He does indeed.
Monkey Boy is now exiting the pits. Whoa, any car coming up the straight needs to actually move over. Jamie did not really give him much room there. Smoky Devil still in pit lane. D Biggs still in pits. Akbar still in the pits. It's like he's kind of not driving.
Smoky Devil just on his way out now. Zugbar has been in there for quite a while. Hopefully he has not retired, but we will have to wait and find out.
Peaceful Explosion has returned to pit lane by driving in to do his mandatory pit stop to change tyres.
It's the top 4 plus then the other 6 drivers still, or should I say the other 3?
De Silva. De Silva's not done his mandatory, and he's a long way behind now.
Yeah, there's about 7 drivers still yet to do their mandatory pit stop here. 3 of those which are already in the pits at the moment. As we do just wait here, as that is De Silva just going off the track there, moving out the way from where it looks like, but staying off the track for quite a long period of time there. So maybe just trying to stay out of the way of the other leaders here. Is one of those
Dan's
cars.
a lap behind.
Yes.
Dan.
No, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yes, he is. He is a lap down because, but then he must have had quite a bit of damage from his incident earlier. Brees enters the pits. That looked quick. Does he slow it down to 31 miles an hour?
There's nothing's popped up, so I presume he probably has. Is Jamie also in the pits?
Does Fury come into pits? No, Fury carries on for another lap as he puts a lap on to Monkey Boy, or tries to, going into the source hairpin. Monkey should stay out wide. He shouldn't fight the leader.
Oh, it's Monkey Boy sideways there. Both cars really sideways there, but Fury managing to keep it there. Really good, actually. That I don't think I could have done that myself. Doing a bit of a power drift.
Yeah, you might end up doing a Jack Villeneuve and ended up in the wall, or an Empalava. He will never live that down. I believe
he will never live that down.
Jamie is rolling again. Oh, he should still be trying to get to his pit box, to be honest, because this pit lane takes forever. D-Big still has not moved, and neither has Akbar. Do they have that much damage? It'd be interesting to find out, because we could actually request it, Liam.
We can.
How much damage
we will have to just wait, as they have been in the pits for a good 10 minutes, so I can't see. But I think they may have retired, in all fairness, but we'll have to wait till the end of the race to find out. Here is only
last night in Pro-Am we were getting stewards inquiries during after race 1.
So we will have to wait and see for that one. There's 5 people still left to pit, 10 minutes left of the pit window though. So plenty of time for other drivers to pit. Bryce and Big Boy Brazier though just coming out of the pits now. As we do just wait for the last few people to make their pit stops. Nexus still one of those 2 needs pit.
I'm just watching Fury right now. He's taking a few liberties of tracks. Will Fury pit? Is Fury going to enter the pit lane? Fury is pitting. Will Gary follow him into the pits? No, Gary carries on to lead this lap. He's got 10 minutes to pit still. Nexus is now having a look at the lap down. No, this is for position. Monkey Boy versus
Nexus is still yet to pit.
He has pitted, but he's not changed his tyres. So that'd be interesting to see when he gets the time penalty for not doing it. De Silva is 40 seconds behind Euro. Peaceful explosion.
Oh, his Monkey Boy, I think, had a slide there and came off the track. He did. Because he comes back on the track now.
Boy. He's not damaged, Liam. He's slow. Here comes Peaceful Explosion. But about that, don't know how many laps down Peaceful is now. At least 2 laps behind.
As we have lost one of those 2 drivers which were in the pits. D-Biggs has left the session.
Yep.
So at the halfway point of the race, Ugbar's still in the pits. Fury just in the pits now, but we are waiting for him to come out. And 4 other drivers. As Euro's actually come into the pits now.
Liam, Stewart's inquiry. We've already got one in.
Oh dear. We've
already got one in.
As That is just marvellous. 3 people though, still yet to pit. 9 minutes left on the clock here. Not very long for these guys to make their pit stops, but either way, just under 14 minutes of the session left, should I say here. So not very long for people to just get their final classifications in for race 1. As Gary 131 is temporarily leading the race until he makes his pit stop, as we will just keep an eye on him for a second, as we will see if he comes into the pits on this lap, as he does just come through the final little chicane area now.
Nope, he carries on.
No, as Gary 131 maybe sticking it out till the last few minutes.
And good evening to Duke Zippy in the YouTube chat, saying big up Staz. Of course, Staz is my teammate in Pro-Am in the Ferrari, and he had a very good race. Mine was mediocre.
Let's see, Overtaker on the back of Fury here. Can I just add people?
Oh, this could be interesting, because Overtaker is a patch user, like Big Boy Brazier and myself. So it'd be interesting to see if he's patient enough to try and get past Fury. Fury is actually quite difficult to pass. Oh, Nexus is in the pits, so he's now doing his mandatory tyre change.
So not... that leaves only 2 more people left to pit in the session, but we are going to just keep an eye on this little fight here, Overtaker and Fury, as the Overtaker looks quite impatient to try and get past Fury at the moment, but Fury looking like he's trying to defend with all he has, just to keep in the position he is in at the moment.
Gary's now coming through Puon, so the car behind him is Peaceful Explosion, which is not for position.
No, as the Overtaker will have the benefit here of the slipstream at the moment, as they do just come down here. We'll see if he tries to go for any form of move going into El Rouge. I couldn't see it happening now. It did look quite wide coming up, just going through Radion is what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, I'm just doing the steward's bit.
We do, as I say, keeping an eye on here. Gary 131, just the final car to pit. The Silver also in the pits now, so he's doing his mandatory pit stop, but there's only just under 6 minutes left of the pit window. Gary 131, the only car yet to pit, just under 11 minutes left of the session, so not very long left here, and it's been quite an interesting race just from the start lights.
Bit like Pro-Am. De Silva's now in the pits, so he's now going to do his mandatory tyre stop.
As we do, as Fury actually on the back of Big Boy Brazier here, so it could become a bit of a three-way battle, as the Overtaker will be wanting both of those positions, but it looks like Fury wants that position off of Big Boy Brazier even more at the moment, but Big Boy Brazier has 2 cars to defend from, just to be able to keep himself in that 4th position at the moment.
Peaceful's jumped De Silva.
As Jamie doesn't look like he's able to wiggle off Fury out of his slipstream.
And Orthodubs is right behind Sutty Apex as well for P7 and 8. Let's see if Dan can get past Sutty, the Lord of the Send It.
We are going to just keep an eye on this Fury of Jamie and Overtaker battle at the moment. As PM will keep an eye on that. As Fury looks like he goes on the grass a little bit. That might allow Overtaker to be able to get the benefit of this, speed here.
Dan has gone for into the bus stop, but Sutty will have the inside line for the next corner from it. So he needs to try again. Maybe outbreak him into the source.
We'll see. He
Turn
does
one.
pull out. So it
He
looks like
does
he
indeed
might
pull
send
out.
it on him. He does. But it
Nah, out of the
looks...
send. That was a lovely pass. But Sutty gets the undercut. Sutty has a little nibble. Just a tiny little nibble.
As these two will
They're
go
side by
side
side
by
going into
side.
the
Yeah,
rooms.
this could end in tears here as Sutty actually pulls out of that, just thinking he doesn't want to wreck his race here. As that is the Unorthodox now in 7th. As we do go back to this battle, as it looks like Fury has
Fury
got past both of
taken
these.
massive. Fury was really wide through that corner. Jamie is back in front of Overtaker, but it looks like he's struggling with his tyres, maybe? Hard to say without calling it all up. Gary has finally come into the pits with 3 minutes off the window left.
As the Overtaker really goes for a move here on Big Boy Briggs. He keeps the inside line and actually looks like he gets that move done. As that is the Overtaker now in 5th.
Sutty is keeping with Dan. He's about 4 tenths off him now. Monkey Boy in 9th. That's not a bad result for Monkey Boy. Smokey 2 laps behind the race leader in 10th. Nexus 11th. Peaceful Explosion in 12th. Euro in 13th. Empalava 14th. De Silva 15th. And Akbar still in the pits. Not moved the car, even though technically he could have done. Is in pit lane still.
Yeah,
D-Bigs did
Gary
indeed
actually
retire.
in there as well. Now, 2 minutes left of the pit window. 7 minutes of the session. Sorry, PN, carry on.
Yeah, D-Bigs in the inquiry we've already got. The first one. He has said he retired the car. You don't need to retire from this. You just return to the pits and then wait for 2 minutes and come back out. Because it will fix the damage in the game. Unless you blow an engine. If you blow an engine, then it's game over. Matt takes the lead. Where is Brees? Will Brees sit in front of Gary?
As it does actually look like it might not actually be. I was going to say a Jaeger Motorsport 1-3. But the table's now just updating. He is now in 6th. And Unorthodox not super far behind.
Evening Fury's mum in YouTube chat. That's race producer Tony. I'll just quickly check my personal streams chat in case there was anything in there. There is not. So back to YouTube chat. So Matt now currently leads by about 6 seconds in front of Brees, with Fury a further 10 seconds behind in 3rd. 4th is the Overtaker, 1.2 seconds behind Fury. Jamie is another 1.2 seconds behind the Overtaker. And Gary is 13 seconds off Big Boy Brazy, which is Jamie, my teammate in Formula 1. Matt is lapping Empalava. Empalava had just moved over and let him through. Probably ready to crash into Rouge and Radion again like he did in the 24-hour race. That simple race he did. We will keep reminding that fact.
He has still got another race to be able to actually do it though.
And it's the hour race. Pit window has now shut, and it's the hour race coming up after a little free practice where we'll go to break and qualifying. Whether, top 8 cannot qualify because there was still 17 cars. It'd still be 8. Will it be 8 or will it be 9? I'll check with Matt.
It should be the top. So it is 17 people did start the race, so it should be the top 8. I believe that won't be able to qualify, but I am sure that we will find out just the second qualifications will start. As Big Boy Brazy is side by side with his teammate here, but putting a lap on him from what I believe, as you would want to call them teammates, but two different coloured cars, so I am not 100% sure here. It looks like not much happening on the track here at the moment, but still a good just under 4 minutes left of the session, so still plenty of time for something to happen. Hopefully though.
Matt is actually pulling away. He is now 6.7 seconds in the lead, and I just got a comment in my Twitch chat, which I can't do nothing about because come over to Simplay Motorsport. Oh, it's Fury's granddad in my chat. Okay. He does get Fury's granddad gets around everywhere. He is the ultimate super fan, and that used to be me.
Taking your spot, taking your throne.
No one can take my throne. Matt is now 7.5 seconds in the lead from Brees in the Porsche. That Porsche's looking quite tidy around here.
Yeah, not really had any problems with the Porsche in this race from what it looks like other drivers, but we will, I can imagine, find out at the end of the race, or should I say at the end of the night, if anything is to be put in.
We've already got one.
We've already got one. That's marvellous. We do just have a quick gander and see what is happening with other drivers here.
Monkey Boy has been off again. He's got some light damage to his front aero, but he's P9, circulating, bringing it home. 2 minutes left for the race.
Not very long, so this may be a couple of the drivers' final laps here, as Matahimovic will be doing one more lap, I believe, before the end of the session. So he's got another lap and a half left to go for himself before the end of the race. But I can imagine he'll be quite a happy Bentley driver here, winning the first race, getting some more points in the standings here, and I believe actually being able to catch up to the overtaker and whatnot.
Liam, Fury's lost 2 places. Fury has dropped down to 5th.
Oh,
I don't know what's happened. So it's overtaken now on the podium from Big Boy Brazier and then Fury.
So maybe having a bit of a spin, as his car does look a little bit damaged at the front. Or should I say a bit wet and dirty.
Well, so Sparta's normally wet around here. But if it was Formula 1, they red flag a race and you won't race. If it rains.
Just a spot of rain. Just a little spot of rain. We won't get into that at the moment here. We are, though, going to just keep an eye and see what else is happening on the track in these final just few seconds before.
Smokey drifting it through that corner, gone through Vanger into Stavolo. He is absolutely throwing his Audi around. As Matt now starts the final lap, and we say good evening to Phil Atherton, which is DJ Phil, with Go Matt for the win. Well, that might happen. And Sandor Milan, good evening everyone. Good luck Nexus. So we've got a Nexus fan in the chat.
We have indeed.
Welcome.
Here you
and
go.
Remember to like, comment, subscribe to the channel for more sim racing action. James is still 3 seconds behind Overtaker, but Fury's don't know what happened to Fury. As Matt is now definitely on the final lap.
With a very nice little lead here, but either way it was, his car is parked up, as that looks like Bryce. As Bryce actually returns to the pits here, as it looked like he stacked it going through Radion. As that puts Overtaker now into second place and Big Boy Brazier into third, as Bryce now just absolutely flying down the order here, as Fury now will probably really be wanting to push at Big Boy Brazier here to be able to get that little podium spot.
Doing the replay, Liam. Breeze has a loose wheel. He has a loose wheel on his car.
Oh.
Has he had suspension failure? He clips the curve on the inside of the Rouge, backhand steps out into the wall at Radion. Yeah. And good evening to Smithy in the YouTube chat. Yeah, Breeze just lost it. It looked like he had a suspension failure.
Oh,
wait, I'm on the wrong.
That is something new, then.
Right.
Here's Mahimovic. He is now just coming to the final 2 turns here. As there's 1, there's 2. He now powers down the straight to take P1 in the first race here. Is not too far behind that is should I say quite a way behind that is the overtaker here. Now just coming up to the final 2 turns. He will finish this race in 2nd place. As here he is, just going down the straight again. Crosses the line. There you go, in P3. Then we've got Big Boy Brazier in 3rd. Fury in 4th. Gary 131 just now coming up to those final 2 turns that I keep mentioning.
We've lost Gary. I've lost Gary on the cameras.
Yeah, here we go. Gary 131.
I think I'm on fixed
crosses
cameras.
In 5th. And Unorthodox in 6th. Sooty Apex now as the number 22 of Smokey is just in front. He will finish in 11th. But here you go. Sooty Apex. Final 2 turns, goes around here elegantly, comes down the straight and finishes the race in 7th. Monkey Boy, quite a far way back there, but we'll just jump over to Peaceful as he is the next car to cross the line as he does just power down this little back straight here as P12.
Yeah, I'm stuck on fixed cameras, so I've got to back out and come back in. Because I have no idea how to get it off unless I ride on board.
As this is Peaceful Explosion coming down the straight now and finishing in P12 as the final 2 cars of Monkey Boy here in P8. He crosses the line and finishes in P8 for the race, and the number 75 of Euro will finish in 13th. Bryce, the only other car to finish, but in the pits, so chances are won't finish this race. But he does, should I say, won't cross the line to finish the race. But he does finish in P9 for this first race here, as I can't really see anything else happening. But that is how your race does finish here at Spa for your first race. Yeah,
I had to back out of the lobby because I was stuck on the cameras.
Yeah, as I'm not too sure what to do here.
In the Vaga with don't know what language.
As we're gonna go for a break here now, as I believe the game's just a little bit. There you go. The race is now over here, but that is what the final classifications for race 1 is. We are going to jump for a break here, and we will be back for race 2. Right, we're off here.
We're off. Hello, Overtaker.
Well done, Overtaker, mate. All right. I'm fucking starving. Never see what there is.
Well, I can tell Jamie's in the chat.
Yes!
That's happy.
Fucking come on! Hey, PN, I'm just going to the toilet. Just sort Overtaker's headset thing out so we can hear him on the comms.
Yeah.
Back in a sec.
If you want to go to your party settings, Overtaker.
Matt in the party.
Go
I'm
to
sure I've
party
just heard
audio.
him scream.
You're on your PS5, aren't you? So.
I found it. Thanks, mate. I can listen aloud now.
Yeah, you need a allow.
Yeah, I just checked now.
Oh, there's no fucking bread. Lovely. Can't have a sandwich.
I got stuck in locked cameras, so I had to back out and start the stream again, unfortunately. No string pause.
Right. Fucking hungry, but there's not really much in the house to eat.
I've got to pay Smoky Devil some money.
We've already had one inquiry in already from Biggs, and he retired when he could have fixed the car, and I don't know what Akbar was doing.
Why? What did he retire for?
Damage.
Oh. Everyone else's fault, obviously. D Biggs always race clean with him.
You can always race clean with Biggs.
Oh, exactly.
How come there's only 30? Oh, because I knew
What?
Breeze would have gone.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait a minute.
Bruce would be going to work now, wouldn't he? Because he.
Yeah.
Akbar's gone.
Who else is gone?
We'll take Emperor, Euro, Sutty, Monkey Boy, Gary, you. Akbar's gone. That's not. I'm trying to figure out who's just left the session. We're down to 13 cars.
13?
Yeah.
Because Breeze
Reese has gone to work, can he?
Yeah.
Biggs isn't in, and Ugbar's gone as well.
Yeah, but we had 17.
We had 16 at the end of that one because Biggs had already left.
Yeah, Biggs retired already.
Me, Dan, Peaceful, Nexus, Fury, Overtaker, Plover.
Yeah,
17.
well.
So Ike's gone to work.
Oh, shut up, Matt.
Biggs, Bar's gone. So who's the other one?
What?
De Silva.
De Silva.
Ah,
What about him?
might be getting his footage.
Yeah, I did kind of ask him for his footage because of him and...
Yeah, he went wide. I can't remember what corner it is. Like the chicane bit after poo on.
Oh! I see now, Plover.
Yeah. He went wide at the chicane after poo on. I was up the inside, but had so much understeer.
Put in the general chat, Bar, De Silva, Biggs, are you returning? In fact, one of them's back. So up to 14.
14, Akbar's back.
Bar's back.
So it's
De Silva's just put a video on his ticket, so he might be.
Yeah, he might have just would have clipped it straight away, didn't he?
Was it against me, by any chance?
De Silva's is against...
Super,
Smokey, not Smokey, Biggs put it in.
Alright, Matt.
Ooh!
Don't need to
Ooh,
kick
that was a
lick your
little
own
noise.
ear.
back!
I can hear you on your stream on my laptop over there.
Too loud, Matt.
Well done, Overtaker. Well done, Jamie. Sorry, boys, I'm just happy because I've not won an ACC race yet.
Bentley, carry on.
The standings are refreshed, brother. Yeah.
So you made sure that your headphones didn't disconnect then, yeah?
Jamie. The Overtaker sorted his heads out.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I did.
Well done, bud. Good comeback drive, buddy. Good comeback drive.
For shit. Me and Dan had a deal before the race that we were going to overtake each other into lap 1 and lap 2 because we know we had so much more pace.
Make sure you got your footage, Overtaker. I see you screaming now, so.
Yeah, I know. I just
Read this out loud. Your teammate's just in my stream chat at the minute saying Overtaker is the best. There you go, Overtaker. It's from your teammate. He's my guy.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Plover, you see that result tonight where I lapped you? It's going to be like watching Wales destroy Latvia next week in the football.
You had a clean race, right?
Me?
No mistakes. Yeah, you.
No mistakes. Not a foot wrong.
You were the one with 20-second lead.
Bit of contact with the Silver Pearl Rouge, but I think it was just more coming together than anything. Apart from that, nothing.
Yeah, me and Dan had a perfect race in Tuesday practice race. For 1 hour we were lapping 2/10 of each other.
Yeah. Let us know when you win back live, Bazzy.
Yeah, 2:18s and 2:19s all the time.
There you go. Oh, there's only 2 minutes left.
Yeah, the middle of that race.
I'll be done in 2 minutes. It's only a fucking Snickers, mate. Or should I say an Asda's Snickers?
Middle of the race, the car went awful. It was awful. Then at the end,
What happened to Fury? Because Fury was ahead.
Smoky Devil.
Oh, Smokey, was it?
The silver was back in.
Is it? Sweet.
Basically, I think it was a bit of Smoky and a bit of Fury.
God, forgot another one already. Yeah.
Who from?
Hang on.
It was a bit of Smoky. It was a bit of Fury's being impatient again.
On D-Bigs.
Jamie, did you have any damage?
I had a 1.5 seconds worth of damage.
Oh yeah, I just thought you had because I don't know. I just gained like 10 seconds on you.
It's because I was really struggling.
Yeah, and you were driving like fast at some areas and very slow at some others. So
yeah, it's because some areas I just felt the car was just gonna chew me up and spit me out the other side. Hopefully, this one should be a bit better. Who was it who lost it straight away up Eau Rouge?
The silver, I think.
Oh yeah, Matt, you're thick as fuck.
He come flying in.
Who is?
You are.
Why?
Wow. Sent me the highlights, didn't you? You sent me the wrong ones, you fucking daft cunt.
Oh, sorry,
You
apologies.
sent me the fucking Pro-Am ones, you penis. We only just realised it, like the middle part of it. You fucking spastic.
Well, I've gained a bit on your team, mate, Matt. In the championship.
Right. Well, won't die.
I've gained on Dan as well.
Oh shit. Oh, I'll have to get it in a minute on. Right,
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Everyone...
So, do you know what we said at the start of the week about whether Smokey's car was going to be the right colour or not?
I said it in comms. I said that's a very light looking purple car.
Yeah, it's not the same colour. I've just watched it go past.
I'm gonna start the stream in a second. I'm just getting a drink out my bag quick. Look.
And again.
We've got that. I've now got to think quickly about what I'm going to fucking ask. What was it? It went Matt first, Overtaker
Matt,
second, and then you.
Me third.
Right. That's fine, so I'll start with you then, Jamie, yeah? Okay, right. We're going to go live in a second, yeah?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Hello, and we are back as we've got the top 3 in the comms box here, and we're going to start with third, which is Big Boy Brazier's Jamie. Bet you weren't seeing that third place coming out of the race.
No, I didn't expect it. Avoided all the lap 1 carnage. Then just got away. Tried to hunt down Brees, but he got away, and I just started to settle in. And after the pit stops, I could see Fury and Overtaker coming at me quite quickly, and the car just didn't felt right. So I kind of accepted that I wasn't going to get a podium. Then Fury dropped it, and Brees dropped it, and ended up on the podium. So I can't complain at that whatsoever.
Yeah, as you seem quite happy with that. As what are you looking to do into race 2? As obviously not being able to qualify in for the second race.
Just try and keep at the carnage on lap 1, settle in, and just try and get a decent result, and just a bit more consistency.
Yeah, as I don't know if you was, but just talk us through quickly. What happened at El Rouge? I don't know if you was involved in it, but I presume you may have seen it.
I got a little glimpse of it, and a flying McLaren across my screen. Come up towards Eau Rouge, and I thought I'll brake because there's going to be carnage in front of me. Good job I did, because the Silver went flying across on me, and I think another car went flying across. I don't know whether it was Dan, but yeah, there was another car that went flying across. But yeah, just glad to get through that okay, and well done to Matt, and well done to Overtaker.
Liam, we've got no sound.
With what?
There's no sound in stream. DJ Philster said.
Did things take and everything?
Oh, I can hear Jamie on the stream.
Don't know whether it was Dan, but yeah,
We've got Simon, yeah?
Yeah, just carry on.
Yeah. As we're going to go to second place here. Sorry about that. Thank you for coming in. Good luck for second race, Jamie. As we're going to go over to Overtaker here, who started it. Who actually started the race in second, managed to finish in second. I can imagine you're quite happy with that, Overtaker. I don't think the Overtaker's actually there at the moment.
Oh, sorry, mate. I was on mute.
Right.
My bad.
Yeah.
No, I heard you. I'm just saying that, yeah, it was what it was. I think I had a pace to fight for the win, but I'll try to do that in the second race.
Yeah, obviously at the beginning of the race, it just seemed like you dropped back a little bit, as there was obviously a bit of contact between you and an Orthodox, I believe, while you two was fighting. Just talk us through what happened there.
Yeah, we were given plenty of room to one another in lap 1, but losing a lot of time as well because of it. So Matt catch behind of us. I was trying to follow Dan into the last fast hander. He got the inside line, but he decided that he couldn't make the corner, so he slowed down just a bit, and I was too close to him and couldn't react in time. And I tapped him around, so I waited for him, but we lost too much time to fight for the podium, for him and for me for the victory.
Yeah, and obviously not being able to qualify for for this second race, what are you looking to get out of it?
Just get clean out of the Eau Rouge. That's the plan. I still didn't manage to get a clean lap 1 at the start, so I'm trying my best to avoid any contact and try to gain as much places as possible later in the race.
Yeah, so well done for your second place and good luck going into race 2. As we are going to now go to
thanks.
the race winner here. Is quite a happy man from what I could hear when he joined into the party.
Boy. Yeah, good that. Enjoyed that one.
I believe it's actually your first win for this season,
First win of the season. Yeah, first win of the season. I should have won at Silverstone and I messed that one up. And then, first win of the season, so happy with that.
Yeah, you managed to keep yourself out of trouble through that race. Can you just talk us how, if there was anything that happened during that race that you just needed to try and keep you...
Bit of side-by-side stuff with De Silva, really, at the start of Eau Rouge, but I feel that more, nothing of it than anything. Got a good start, saw Dan and Overtaker just pull away from me, and I thought, oh, that's it, settled for third place, was pretty comfortable straight away to settle for third. But then I started closing in on them as the lap went on. I could see Dan was trying to attack Overtaker, Overtaker was trying to attack Dan. It looked a cracking battle. They had their incident and just got through. And apart from that, it was pretty plain sailing, to be fair. I don't feel like I put a foot wrong. I felt the car was in a sweet spot, which I didn't expect here at all.
Yeah, and obviously not being able to qualify for race 2 here. What are you looking to be able to get out of this second race?
Survive lap 1. Survive Eau Rouge, I think, is the main thing at the moment. No, look, we've got a tricky first lap. Reverse grid's never going to be easy, but we've got to understand now that these guys are going to be fighting up front. Us at the back have just got to be a bit more patient on the first lap and go from there. Really, I seem to look like me and Dan are starting from mid-pack, whereas Jamie starts further towards the back. So yeah, look, it's going to be a good one. We're gonna find it interesting, see what we can do. Hopefully we take another podium, hopefully we take another race wings. That's helped me and Gary get closer in the drivers, in the Constructors' Championship. It's helped me and Gary get closer in the Constructors' Championship as well. So fingers crossed we can do a bit, but we'll see what happens at the end of this race. Just want to say congrats to my teammate as well, because he had a cracking race, and well done to Overtaker and Jamie.
Yeah, so well done for your first race win
Cheers,
of
boys.
the season, and good luck for race 2. That is what your top 3 thoughts are. Your podium people have thought of. Seem quite happy, did it not, PN? As I don't actually believe PN is there at the moment, as didn't hear him speak.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, Matt seemed very, very happy with himself with that win, surviving, and that'd be the game plan for race 2.
Yeah, it
and
does
De
sound
Silva's
like
currently now on pole. Nexus has just jumped up to second with 0.5 of a second slower. Impalava third, not crushing it in a Rouge yet. Euro fourth, Peaceful in fifth. Ogbar's not done a clean nap yet, and Nova has Smokey. I was keeping an eye on qualifying.
Yeah, is not very long left of the session, just under 1 minute 20 seconds left of this qualifying 2 to then go into the 1 hour race here. Is quite a longer race, double the amount of time as the first race, so we're going to be able to see quite a lot happen. As I can imagine, quite a lot of people here will be just kind of hoping and wishing that Eau Rouge on lap 1 will go well, but nonetheless, just under 50 seconds now left of the session. Is PN just talk us through the qualifying just quickly.
Well, currently De Silva on par with a 2 minute 20.3 second lap. Euro's just jumped up to P2 in the Ferrari, 0.5 of a second slower than De Silva. Nexus is third. Of course, we're actually really close, but he's now in the pits, so he won't improve. Empalava is 0.8 of a second slower. Peaceful is 1.4 seconds. Akbar, Smokey has gone off and returned to pit, so he will not qualify and start in last. We've just lost a driver. We just dropped down to 50. Nope. No, we are right. It was 15.
No, yeah, it was already 15. I don't believe Ugbar. Oh no, Ugbar is
Akbar just
back.
set a lap. Akbar just set a lap. First person across the line. Qualifies in P6. And that is it. Qualifying.
Yeah.
Qualifying is done.
That is
He was
qualifying
last man
done.
across. De Silva actually went quicker right at the end with a 2:19.6. So that's quite a good lap time by De Silva.
It is indeed. Is the reverse grid not as effective looking this race as it looks like only the top 6 is really qualified. The bottom part of the track is quite close up. But either way, we will just wait here for the people
Cars
to get
gridding up.
to get the cars to ready up and all that kind of stuff.
Sorry. Trying to drink as well, so I don't. Sorry, apologies, chat, about that. I'm not used to all this. I'm really not used to this. When I'm streaming on my own, yeah. So, De Silva, Euro, Nexus, Empalava, Peaceful Explosion, Akbar, Matt, Unorthodox, Fury, Overtaker, Sutty, Monkey Boy, Gary, Big Boy Brazier, and Smoky Devil at the back. So Michael Massey's Mango Lassie bringing up the rear. And we've got 30 seconds to go. Now the cars start dropping down onto their wheels. Just like magic.
20 seconds.
Yeah, as
How
we
is it you
do.
should still change cars? Because I can't change cars on my stream.
Yeah, I can change the cars. What you need to do is just return to the pit as qualifying ends.
Oh yeah, which I didn't do because I was still watching Akbar.
But either way, we do just wait now as people should start moving in a second.
Oh,
there you go.
Here we go. Akbar wasn't quite ready. He didn't quite move. Remember, they can't really pass each other or ghost into each other. We're trying to make it look more professional because it's also the same in the F1 on Sunday with Dan Davis. Again at Spa, the F1 cars are all in the pit lane ready to go. Will Ferrari get another race win like Jamie Brazier did in race 2, which was a great side-by-side battle to watch. As the cars now come up to the start line, which is the endurance start line for the 24-hour race.
Green light.
And they're go, go, go. The Silver takes a nice early lead. Oh,
Ooh.
Contact between Euro and Nexus.
It looks like there's just a massive amount of cars off all in one go. As it looks like the Overtaker's actually been caught in all of this.
Oh, Big Boy Bracing's around, Gary's around, Sutty's around.
As there is just a large amount of cars now.
Overtaker's quite damaged. Here come Euro. Unorthodox collected in it. Smokey's facing the wrong way. And this is after Radion. It is complete chaos.
Yeah, as just to obviously put it out there as well, we did mention about a milestone coming into the second race. This is the Overtaker's 50th race start. Should have mentioned it just on the start line, but that this is the Overtaker's 50th race start at the league. So that is quite the milestone for himself. Quite a lot of cars actually off at the moment, just down the bottom of the pack. I'm
now just looking through them. Gary and Sutty have returned to pit lane. Dan is driving his car around, but it is heavily damaged. Smokey's car is quite badly damaged. Bonnet flapping. Monkey Boy's got some damage. Gary's in the pits. Euro again damaged. Sutty's must have been quite severe. Overtaker's driving with his. Big Boy Brazier's driving with his.
Fury's does look quite battered up as well. So from what it looks like, it's basically the 7th and below have pretty much all had a collision. Top 6 are the
Do you
only
know
cars
who got through that? Do you know who's got through that nice and cleanly? Matt Himovic. Matt's car looks quite clean. Doesn't look like it's got any scuffed on it.
No, don't even look like he's been touched at all. So it's basically a battle for the top 6th here.
That incident was instigated between Nexus and Euro, gone side by side, and 2 into 1 does not go.
No. It looks like Nexus is actually trying to catch up on Empalava, and it looks like he's just trying to stay in the slipstream in a minute. But Matt Himovic not too far behind these two battling here, and he's going to be loving this, as it just gives him that extra opportunity to try and be able to get the overtake done on these two here.
Euro's in the pits. Euro has pitted.
As it looks like there's actually 4 cars already in the pits. We've only gone around 1 lap so far.
De Silva is got a quite comfortable lead at 3.6 seconds. Nexus and Matt battling. Akbar in 5th. Akbar actually survived that melee of turn 1.
So Akbar will be quite happy with that, I can imagine. As this car doesn't even look slightly damaged here.
No, Akbar's car looks nice. Oh, no, he's got a little bit of rear end damage.
Fury's car looks even more damaged here. For some reason, that's my favourite word to say.
Fury's gone off in a big way. Look at his rear wing on the skew.
There's my Himovic there, you can see just flashing the back of Nexus. Sorry about that, PM. What was that you were saying?
Fury's rear end is completely damaged, but he cannot come into the pits because his teammate is currently in there. And the pit window doesn't open for another 16 minutes.
So, basically, the bottom 6 drivers are all in the pits at the moment. 6 drivers are in the pits just from lap 1.
Oh, I hate to be the stewards for this later on. Oh wait.
Oh yeah, I would really hate to be the stewards at the. Oh.
We're gonna have to drag Kieran in for this. I really are. We're gonna have a lot to go through.
Maybe just a little bit. Maybe not too much. Just a little bit.
But now De Silva's pulling away with 4.5 second lead over Empalava in a similar McLaren, except De Silva's McLaren looked like the old Vodafone McLarens from the 2000s.
The best livery for the McLaren. Just going to put that out there. But either way, we're going to get back to the racing. We don't need to talk about Formula 1. That's Sunday news. That is Sunday news.
Yeah, but I don't commentate on Formula 1.
Good point. You're just one of the drivers.
I'm just one of the drivers, as are you, in the Red Bull. Monkey Boy now exiting pit lane. Do the lead cars give him room to exit? Monkey gave him space. Matt is all over the back of Nexus. This is a great little battle. But everyone still has to do their mandatory pit stop. Dan with a really battered looking Lamborghini. Smoky Devil also in the pits. Gary in the pits. Sutty is rolling with a freshly repaired Ferrari. Gaffer tape and cable ties get you everywhere in motor racing. As the Silver Cup pulls further in the lead, he's now 4.8 seconds. I believe Liam's headset's just died. Nexus is defending from Matt Himovic. Matt Himovic is thinking, this back end of this Audi looks rather tasty. There's Monster Energy colours, which are my colours normally. Big Boy Brazier 10 seconds back, driving with his damage, along with the Overtaker. Akbar further 13 behind the Overtaker. Peaceful still in the pits. Fury is now in the pits with his knackered looking Audi. Euro in 10th. Monkey Boy 11th. Dan is rolling, he's out of the pits, so hence why Fury's now in to repair his damage. Smoky Devil 13th. Sutty 14. Gary, 15th. The closest battle is Nexus and Matahimovic currently on track. So we will focus on that for now while I'll keep an eye on the split times. Also, Big Boy Brazier and Overtaker are close. The battle of the pad users. Has Impalava got... No, it's Monkey Boy. I got confused. That's automatic in YouTube chat. Last night's race start seemed a lot cleaner after seeing the pros. Indeed. And along with Micro J saying, what are you saying? Welcome. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you enjoy what you're seeing. And Sunday is Formula 1 with Jan Davis. Monkey Boy getting out of the way of the battling Big Boy Brazier and Overtaker. Meanwhile, Matt has got in front of Nexus going through Rouge and Radion. They are side by side, coming down the Camel Straight. Fury's still in the pits. Oh! Oh! Nexus tagged him out. They're both back side round. That is still continuing. Nexus also has damage. Every car has got damage here now, apart from the Silver and Impalava. Impalava's now got some breathing space for Matahimovic. He's just a lot faster. Indeed, Daz, indeed. Impalava's gone wide through Speaker's Corner, or No Name, or X, or whatever it's called this week. Overtaker's now got damage. I believe him and Jamie have touched. Overtaker in front of Jamie. Akbar's having a nice quiet race here. He's got a little bit of rear end damage from probably being tagged. Thank you, Tony. Monkey Boy with a repaired car. We're still 11 minutes on the pit window opening. So for everyone who's pitted for damage, their night is just going bad for worse. Sutty 2 laps behind the leader. Gary 2 laps behind the leader. You lose a hell of a lot of time if you've got damage around here. De Silva now 7 seconds in the lead from Impalava, with Matahimovic in third, my apologies, a further 7 seconds behind Impalava. Has Impalava lost it in a Rouge yet, like he did in a 24-hour race? Well, he did in practice. Oh, indeed he does like to go through a spin. Big Boy Brazier now 7 tenths behind the Overtaker. Akbar 17 behind Big Boy Brazier in a similar Audi. Euro is circulating, but he's a lap down and following Impalava. But if he is past her, he can get past. Peaceful Explosion. 3 seconds behind his best friend Monkey Boy. Everyone loves Monkey Boy. Dan 2 laps off the lead. He lost a lot of time with damage again. We are going to be super busy. Smur. Want some more. Sorry, playing Destiny. Matt has not damage. He is dropping time to Impalava. De Silva 7.3 now in front. Overtaker has caught Nexus. So this is now the closest battle on track. If Liam, who stopped the cameras, could switch to that quickly. Nexus and Overtaker. His mic's gone dead. Hence why I'm using one plugged into my controller. Akbar having a very quiet race. Better than his race 1, but he should have repaired the damage and come back out. Just saying. Come on. Right. Overtaker side by side with Nexus slowing into Fangya. And job done. Thank you, Mama, for the carrots. To quote Matt. And Overtaker is past. Nexus with a battle wounded Audi, though. Matt now 4.6 seconds with Overtaker closing. Both have got damaged cars. Pit window still won't open for another 8 minutes. Oh, Matt wide through Brochemont. with the steering wheel on the correct side of the car. Empalava still in second. De Silva still leading. Big Boy Brazier is now past. Yep, Big JB is now past Nexus. Nexus is now coming in the pits to repair his damage. But down the Camel Straight. That'd be interesting to see in the steward's inquiry, which no doubt that will be in. His teammate now going to come past him. Euro is about a lap down from everybody else. Peaceful Explosion slowly winding in Monkey Boy. With a comfortable gap of 2 laps to Unorthodox. Oh, no, wait, it's just updated. It's 22 seconds. My apologies again. And Smokey in 12th. No one's quit this race like DBX. Gary has had a spin. He's got more damage onto his car. He has collected a wall. Into Blochemont, going into the bus stop. Pit stop. Stap seems to be stabilising between De Silva and Empalava of 7.9 seconds. Overtaker is indeed catching Matt Himovic. Be interesting to see how much damage each guy that these guys have once they pit. Akbar now 17 seconds off the back of Big Boy Brazier. Nexus still in the pits, but he's got nearly a lap over Euro before he loses the position. So far there is only pretty much 6 cars on the lead lap. No threat of rain because for this first season on ACC we're not having weather. Which is a good job too, because after the F1 on last 5 F1 races, we've had nothing but wet races and walls. Ooh, Ends lost time to Silva. He's now 9.4 seconds behind, as he's coming up to lap Sutty Apex. De Silva is looking good in race 2. But it's still a long way to go. We've got 45 minutes of this race to go, roughly. And pit window will open in 5 minutes' time. And as someone who was racing here in Pro-Am last night, this race just seemed to take forever to do. It was a long race. Overtaker is now definitely less than 1 second behind Matt Himovic. Ooh, hopping the curves through Rouge and Radion. You don't want to do that too many times. Big Boy Brazier in a very lonely 5th now. 4 seconds off the back of Overtaker. As I now jump to the Overtaker Matt Himovic battle once more. From joy from race 1 into crushing misery for race 2. Overtaker is all over the back of Matt Himovic like a cheap suit, really. As I'll keep an eye on this battle. Ooh, but Peaceful is now 0.6 of a second behind Monkey Boy. Hopefully Liam's headset will charge quite quickly. If not, I've got Fury's granddad to chat to. Who's on his... Yeah, I know. But we can still chat. So, yeah, Overtaker is now... They're going into... Yeah, they're going into Fangio with Overtaker having a little look. They're in the Stavolo or Campos or whatever it's called now. Coming onto the straight towards Beauchamp. I love Spa. Spa's a cracking circuit. It really is. Oh, Overtaker's having a look down the inside of Matt Himovic as they turn left into Beauchamp. They're keeping it within track limits. Overtaker's now having a look into the bus stop. Thinks better of it because Matt will now have the inside line for the second half of the bus stop. And we head towards the braking zone for La Source. Cool, imagine. But imagine if they do a race at Snetterton, I know all them corner names. Overtaker has gone past Matt into the source hairpin. But Matt has got a bit of grunt in that Bentley as they're side by side heading towards the Rouge. The Rouge is the left-hand pier of this corner, and then they're into Radion. Overtaker has taken the place from Matt Himovic. Can Matt keep on the shirt tails of the McLaren? Meanwhile, Palava is now 12 seconds behind De Silva. So it's now a McLaren 1-2-3 in this race. Then the Bentley, then an Audi 5th, 6th and 7th, then Ferrari, Lamborghini, Audi, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Bentley. Because D-Bix never returned in the Aston Martin, and Brees had to go to work for race 2. And Palava is not clearing Sutty Apex to lap him. And he's got Euro right behind him as well. 2 minutes until the pit window opens. Who will be the first to pit? Well, I imagine most of the cars with quite a bit of damage will dive into pit lane. Well, I do watch quite a bit of American racing as well, so it is pit road, not IMSA. Palava now 13 seconds off the lead. Overtaker's now 9 seconds behind his teammate. With Overtaker leading the championship, will there be team orders in place so Overtaker is let past? Palava. But Overtaker's car also is damaged. Matt is losing time because once the Bentley gets damaged, it becomes a brick. But the stewards are going to be busy tonight and tomorrow. But there might be some Destin still. Monkey Boy and Peaceful are battling. I've just jumped to the Monkey Boy. Monkey Boy defending from Peaceful. Peaceful's 0.3 of a second behind as he goes left of a second half for the bus stop. Equal cars, probably not equal setups. Let's have a look. Monkey Boy, who's changed his colour because he's now an independent driver. In the orange and black of Team Dynamics, for those who watch BTCC. Peaceful Explosion. Having a look at Monkey going into Rouge. And then into Radion. Monkey hopping over the curb. Peaceful. Monkey into the wall on the outside of Radion. Heavy impact. Deep impact, one could say. That is Monkey Boy with more rate damage. That was a nasty looking hit. Matt is dropping off Overtaker. He's now 3 seconds behind. As the pit window now opens, race leader Euro is now coming towards Stavolo. Oh, he ran wide. Gotta be careful with them track limits, boys. And he's wide again. As he sees a Fury who's a lap down nearly, or maybe more. Probably 2 laps down for Fury in the 13 Lamborghini.
I'm back. I only just realised I had my mic on mute.
Oh. And I've been rejoined by Liam because he had his mic on mute. Well done.
No,
Well,
yeah,
over to you,
I've
Liam.
been talking and then realised, oh no, my headset's on mute. And I was like, why isn't this
First pit call,
working?
smoke.
The big red,
But-
the big orange button was on my controller. I was like, ah, right.
Fury's pitting.
Smoky Devil is as
Overtaker's
well.
in the pits. Not Fury. Smokey Sutty in the pits. Overtaker's in the pits. Matt's in the pits. Jamie can't pit because Smokey's in. Akbar carries on. But did you see the coming together between them on the camel
I've
straight
seen it all,
between
mate.
Nexus?
I've seen it all. That was Very interesting.
As I say, we will be busy.
Yeah, and like I said, but didn't realise I was on mute. Good thing we're not stewards, isn't it, Pian?
Yeah, of course not.
Oh well.
Oh well.
It's a good thing we haven't got anything outside of Sim playing it.
I have. I've got Destiny. Dan's Akbar's pitting. Dan is pitting. Monkey Boy's in the pits after a heavy hit on the outside of Radion. Because he hopped it over on the inside curb and it yeeted the car into the wall.
Yeet.
Fury cannot pit because his teammate's in the pits. Gary cannot pit because his teammate's in the pits. Nice to forget for some of these drivers, but over.
Oh.
Gary's pitting. Is Matt away? Matt's not away. Gary's in the pits.
Oh.
Oh.
That could be interesting for the team.
That is interesting because Gary can't pit because Matt is in the pits. It's all gone apart for Jaeger Motorsport.
Matt's it tires though look like
Matt,
they're twitching a little bit, so maybe he's about to go. But either way, that's definitely something to have a look at.
they're
in
repairing
the
damage,
stewards.
aren't they? Akbar is not in the pit into his pit box yet. Overtaker is now moving. So Overtaker has completed his mandatory stop, as has Smoky Devil and Sutty Apex. Oh, well, this would be interesting coming out pit lane. Yeah, Nexus is far enough ahead, but that's now a lap.
Is Gary still moving? But Matt's literally just coming out the pits now.
That'd be something to look into.
That's definitely something to
I
look
think.
into. As we'll have to have a look in the rule book for that one.
I believe it is you cannot be in the pits when your teammate's still there.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but it could be written down saying that you can, as long as you've not gone into your pit box before your teammate. But either way, we'll have a look at that outside of the race at the end of the night. It's going to be a big weekend job for us in the stewards room, e.g.
Yeah.
Maybe just me and PN.
Thanks, DJ Phil. And where's Monkey Boy in his orange car? I mean brown car.
Yeah,
There he is in his brown car.
what you described as the team dynamics car, but to me kind of looks a little bit like the Max Verstappen-esque kind of car.
Yeah. Who? Max who?
Ah, yes, no. The only Max. The Max Verstappen.
No, the only Max I knew was not Verstappen. Peaceful explosion. Oh, stop-go penalty for Akbar for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh,
Akbar. Akbar speeding in the pit lane. He's throwing away a good result, but I think it's not a big enough gap before he loses any positions. Because Peaceful's got a pit still. Jamie is now in the pit, so is Empalava. Empalava's already away. He's completed his stop.
Quite a lot of people still... not many people left the pit, as there's only 15 minutes left. We've only been in the pit window for 5 minutes, and pretty much everybody's already pitted.
Well, we did see a potential double stop between
the Jaeger Motorsport boys.
The Jaeger Motorsport boys. Fury is now in pits, but he's trying to go into his F1 garage to try to get into his house. Nexus in P4.
There's Fury in the pits now as well. Can I just add?
Yeah,
2 more people left. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, 2 more people left to pit, and Akbar for a 30-second stop-go penalty. So 2 people left for the mandatory pit stop. 1 left to just serve a penalty in the pits. But either way, just under 33. Wow, just over 33 minutes, should I say?
There's still
left
a
of the
long
session.
way in this race to go.
There is a very long way to go in this race, and still plenty to happen. I can see as people will now be a little bit closer together now after doing that pit stop, because I can imagine quite a few different people will have been repairing damage or just doing the smaller pits. But we'll wait and see. As the man, the myth, the legend, the El Rouge God.
Pulaski is doing very well.
Yes, the El
the
Rouge
moment.
God is my new nickname for him. El Rouge
The Rouge
God.
Radion.
Yeah, the El Rouge God. That to me is just
the
a
left bit is
perfect
the
name.
Rouge, the right is Radion.
Yeah.
As you go up the
Oh,
hill,
he spins it. Actually, Empalava does.
Oh, he spun it at the bus stop and taken
Yep.
out a Pirelli sign.
Commentator's curse just watching him.
Yeah.
We are
So
going to keep
Peaceful
an eye
still
out.
needs to pit. Akbar is into the pits for his drive-through. I'll jump on to Akbar to see he completes his drive-through complete. Someone's getting messages and noises and stuff.
And that's not me for a change. But either way, Overtaker on the back of Nexus, but will be able to pass him, as Nexus still yet to do his pit stop. So, as of the minute, it is De Silva from Empalava. Then it should be the Overtaker for your top 3 positions at the moment. Obviously, not knowing where everything will go later down the line, but that's what we've got at the moment.
Akbar's in his box. No, he's missed his box. He had to reverse back into it.
So I believe he actually did that on his mandatory pit stop as well. So maybe just struggling around the circuit of Spa in Belgium today. But the Overtaker is right on the back of Nexus here. As Nexus, if he was to do the right thing, he would move out the way, knowing that the Overtaker will be in front of him after the pit stops anyway. But obviously, with the rule, you for GT3s, you don't need to move.
You don't need to move anyway. It's for position. This is for position for third place. He can defend as much as he likes.
The Overtaker tries to go for the inside line coming through here. Ooh, it looked like there was a bit of contact there because the Overtaker actually went on to the grass a little bit there, and it just looked, there was a bit of a flash there from the Overtaker as well to Nexus. But Nexus currently running in third until the pit stops come about. And this is, of course, talking about as long as the Overtaker messes his where he is up at the minute. But as of the minute, the Overtaker will move up into the third place after the mandatory pit stop. 10 minutes so left of this mandatory pit stop. 30 minutes left of the race.
Nexus.
As Nexus goes in now, that was...
he didn't make commitment on the commitment cone there. So that's a bit of a naughty pit entry there. He was also tagged by Overtaker.
He was.
The question is...
Just see Matahimovic in the background. A guy that I can imagine would be really wanting to push to get that third position off of the Overtaker and maybe even do more. Good 30 minutes left of the session now, so plenty of time to be able to get that one done.
Still has the lap Euro behind him for company. I believe up to the top, only the top 6 are on the lead lap. And then everyone...
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, hang on. I'll just quickly check the timetables. Race 2.
12, you can really see here how long it takes for a pit stop to happen.
Jamie's the last car on the lead lap in P6. But now that's Nexus as he's in the pits. Akbar is 2 laps now off the lead. And Gary is 9 laps. Oh. Only done 9 laps.
Akbar hasn't served his 30-second stop-go penalty.
Oh, Akbar, it's all going wrong, mate. Peaceful is now in the pits. Peaceful Explosion has entered pit road.
and that will just finish off your pit window. So everyone now has pitted, or should I say, everyone bar from these two have pitted. These two obviously just coming into pits now, getting ready to do their little pit stop at the moment.
Did Akbar not select serve penalty on his MFD when he came into pit lane?
I always
And
thought it
then-
actually did it automatically, but from what I've heard, not so much.
Did he select it on his MFD saying he needs to serve a penalty and not pit?
Either way,
No, that's
he is
Palavin's
still
looking
yet
good,
to
though.
have to come into the pits within at least the next 2 laps. So he will not want to be able to keep that any longer. I think that's the number 22 that was off
Smoky
of
Devil
Smoky
has
Devil.
just lost it. He's got damage
his
again
car.
on the Audi, which
Yeah,
is
do you
meant to
see
be
the
the same
two
colour
teammates
as.
together here?
And Smoky's car definitely is not the same colour as his teammate's car.
No. It's a purple, but just a very, very mellow purple.
For more on brown cars, we got Impalava and Overtaker in the McLarens. They're both brown, aren't they? Very light brown.
Yeah, just a light brown. Maybe
We
a
know
dab
it's
of
orange,
dark.
but if you watch Top Gear and Grand Tour, you know where we're coming from. Matt still 6.4 seconds behind Overtaker. Now his Bentley's straight, but I imagine it'll be a steward's inquiry for what happened down the Camel Straight with Nexus.
Oh, no,
Or
I have no
Wiggly
doubt in my
Fulicon.
mind that it will be, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But either way, we've got 6 minutes left of a pit window that, in all fairness, don't even need to be there anymore.
Everyone has done their mandatory stop. Akbar
Exactly.
coming back into the pits again to try and serve his penalty. So, Liam, do you think Impalava will slow down and let Overtaker past? Do you think his team orders in that will buff out racing?
It is a potential, but I can't see it happening yet. Is Empalava being obviously 8 seconds up the road, 25 seconds the gap from the leader. So the leader's done a really good job of the silver here. But I can't see it happening yet. I think if Overtaker does get a bit closer, it could come into play. But we'll have to wait and see, as the Overtaker still needs to obviously be able to catch up to Empalava here. But in terms of Battle Buff Out Racing, it is some good points. A second and a third, not too bad for the team. Definitely will help out for the constructors. Obviously, second at the moment would be Jaeger Motorsport, but they're not exactly having the greatest race for the constructors tonight. For the second race, should I say? I don't think the first race was too bad from them, but it's all gone to shambles for them here tonight.
Where were we? Nexus remains in 6th place. Let's concentrate on the new boy who joined the league this week. And he was fast enough to qualify in Pro, but a qualifying track around Barcelona. Let's not do that again.
Was that by any chance a Freddie Mercury reference there, by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of figured that one.
Yes. Hey, Akbar has served his stop code. There we go. Normally a Smoky Devil in its speed and pit lane. But Smoky's having a right mare tonight.
Yeah, as I've only just actually realised, Akbar has cleared his stop-go penalty as well. So, yeah, I'm a million miles away. Just bear with me. I'm not sleeping this time though, so it's not that kind.
So make sure you tune in to Simplay Motorsport for until the end of the season, because it's been me and Bossy Boy in the comms box, the comedy act of the league's commentary team. On Wednesday nights, you got an Orthodub 16 and Matt Himovic for the pro commentary team with the pro-am racing. And on Sunday, you've got Dan Davis, aka an Orthodub 16, on his own in F1.
Whoop, whoop. Just keep your eyes out on all of those, obviously. Obviously, like and subscribe with the bell notification, obviously, on top of all that kind of stuff. And you get to see it, well, should I say, you get to hear me and I keep calling you Empalava. Me and PN.
I'm not changing my PSN name, okay? That costs money.
Well, maybe if you change it to Empalava and he changes his to PN, I might get you both the right way round.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's still about 6 seconds off Overtaker. Overtaker's now 6.2 seconds behind Empalava. I believe we may get a little switcheroony between the Battle Buff-Out Racing boys.
It is a potential, but
Jamie in
Empalava
P5.
hasn't actually lost any time to De Silva from what it looked like. So it could be all just the Overtaker really starting to push to be able to get those extra points in the championship. Obviously, I believe actually leading the drivers at the moment. Yes, he is. It will definitely help out
Matt
as he
should
wants
have
to.
done up-to-date tables, hasn't he?
Yes, as he will be really pushing to be able to catch up to De Silva, especially with De Silva only being 31 points behind him. Any more points will obviously not help him out as much, but De Silva would be wanting to stay as far away from Matt Himovic as possible as well, with only 1 point the gap between these two.
Between Matt's normal race number, which is 55. As the countdown comes to the end of the pit window, everyone has made their mandatory pit stops. So we will.
Yep. Well, there was no point of having that pit window thing up after the 6 minute mark because everyone already did it by that point.
Well, I believe everyone was damaged. So
yeah,
I believe everyone more damaged than everyone was in Pro-Am last night.
Hey, you'll know more about that than me, so.
In Pro-Am, you see the likes of myself racing Daz Automatic, the teammate, DJ Phil in his mighty McLaren,
Dean Wysocki in the Bentley,
Dean Wysocki, Welshie and Stealth Sloth in their Lambos. You got Shane and Bryn also in the Tickle Pink
McLaren, yeah,
Lamborghini.
Which they not too long after I actually told them they didn't actually know that Tickled Pink was actually a thing for Asda, and yeah, they didn't realise until I was like, oh yeah, your name is basically something to do with Asda, so well done, guys.
Unfortunately for Liam, he works at Asda.
Yep, very unfortunate for myself.
Oh, Matt is within 5 seconds, but he's got Sutty in front of him, the lap car of Sutty in his Ferrari. Oh, what
Ferrari.
The car over the rumble strip. I do like a Ferrari.
Gotta love a good Ferrari. Just don't drive them because they're not very nice.
Well, they're nice cars, but...
No, they're nice cars, just to drive. It's just a different kettle of fish.
With a Ferrari, yeah, they're not a pad car. They're not a car you can use on a pad.
It's Fury
remember,
actually in the pits again.
Has Fury got damaged? Let me go to his car.
It doesn't look very damaged.
It don't look very damaged, but I have just seen that he's not a very happy bunny in Discord.
Oh no.
So yes,
maybe some else.
I believe all the social links are in the description for YouTube, Facebook, for Senpai, and not YouTube, but you're on YouTube. Yeah, Facebook, Discord, Twitter, TikTok, whatever TikTok is. I'm too old for that. I'm too old for TikTok.
Nah, you're coming up to the age for Twitter now, mate.
Oh, well, I've already got Twitter.
There you go, then. Says it all.
I've had Twitter for years.
I'm saying nothing.
Facebook. Yeah, but if you enjoy the comedy duo of PM Motorsport and Bozzy Boy, that Bozzy Boy, tune in next Thursday for when I believe we're at Zolder next week.
And if you didn't know that Bozzy Boy, it was obviously hashtag blame it on Bozzy. Just needed to get it
He
in there.
even said his own hashtag, which I started in that 24-hour race. The same 24-hour race where Empalava put it in the wall through Rouge and Radion.
Yeah, and I was asleep and fat and woke up in the morning just to find out that I've got even more work to do.
Oh, Overtaker's in sight of his teammate as they come towards the source. Hairpin.
Is
And
it me,
Matt-
or does every corner of this track just make you think of food? Of just like going to
No.
like a fast food restaurant?
I'll order Just Eat later. It's just you, Liam. It's just you.
Yeah, but you've got like the El Saucy or whatever the turn is. Like, come on.
The source.
The
source
sauce.
of Rouge. Rouge means Red River because there's a stream that goes underneath there.
I know that
is
much.
coloured
I
red.
know that one. That's
But
probably the
the
only
original-
fact about a track I actually know.
The original Rouge was actually a hairpin turn to the left. That hairpin round and we joined on to Radion there. Because this circuit used to be over 8 miles long.
It did.
Back in this, and that is a completely different kettle of fish. Maybe we should have a fun race around here on Project Cars 2 again.
Yeah, but use the full track because, you know, you've got to use the full thing. Ooh.
Full
Overtaker
track in
very
60s
bold.
Formula 1 cars. There we go, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Not.
Or just get it onto Gran Turismo. Get into the Red Bull, that 2013 Red Bull car that's like absolutely OP and flies about.
No thanks. No thanks. No thanks.
You definitely know the best about that one.
I know that car very well. The Vettel Challengers on Gran Turismo 6, but that's not this game.
No, we're on about
is
ACC
the-
here.
This is the set of Corsa Competizione, which the PS5 version had an update today.
Has it? Oh, that's new for me because that should mean the PC has, and I haven't even touched
No.
that game in ages.
No, the PC had it about 6 months ago.
Ah, right, never mind then. It don't matter.
You've already got that update. The PS5 is about several months behind the PS4.
Oh well.
Oh, Matt has lost time to Overtaker. Overtaker is actually definitely closing in onto his teammate. I've got a feeling we may see a switch around between Impalava and Overtaker. But he's got a cushion of Euro behind him. The lap car of Euro. Jamie's 15 seconds behind Matahimovic. Nexus, he ain't gone through a timing loop yet. Euro in 7th, which was a fight back considering he was involved in that start in the incident and into Rouge and Radion on what, about 45 minutes ago, actually. Same with Unorthodox, Monkey Boy, pretty much everyone here, apart from Ugbar, but Ugbar couldn't clear his drive-through. Oh, Gary has actually moved up to 14th. That's better points for Jaeger, with Smokey now 15th. For those who...
For those who's
Yeah,
interested.
Matt is now losing time. Has Matt got damage? Oh, he slided it through the coon. Absolutely ragged edge. He's trying to wind in that time to overtake her. In the big bad Bentley. in the only colour a Bentley should be, which is green. Oh, that's wide through Speaker's Corner. Or
Don't think
no
I agree
name.
with you on that one.
Yeah. Even though technically it's a VW in Bentley clothes. Empalava. It is still a McLaren 123.
It is actually. I've only just noticed this. In fact,
I mean,
the
you-
only cars at the front of the grid are the McLarens. There's no McLarens anywhere else on the grid bar from at the front. You've literally got a McLaren 123, a Bentley, then a Audi
Audis.
5.6. You've got a
Two Ferraris.
two Ferraris, a Lambo, two more Ferraris, and then from there it just gets a bit messy. Get that Lamborghini to go up a little bit, or something like that. You know, you might have a four Ferraris just in one pop.
Yeah, Euro's had quite a interesting race, really. In race 2, he's fought back well. Peaceful's quite far behind. I just looked on the mini map. Euro's just on through first corner. Peaceful's now coming towards Stavolo. Barman gone through Stavolo towards Brochemont.
Oh, is that? I believe that was Fury who's just had his indicator on to stay to the left a little bit there.
Oh, I don't know what you mean. Fury's gone off again. Look at.
Oh, Euro's off.
His Lamborghini. Euro's off. Oh, jinxed
Yeah.
him, haven't I? Euro must have lost it through Rouge and Radion.
He did, just at the top. Going through Radion, well, just a little bit further on from that. Either way, as that looks like Fury off a little bit again. Either way, Matahimovic trying to make a recovery drive and a half. He's in 4th at the moment. He is only 6.6 off the back of the overtaker here. So
I really am predicting a switch around between over.
We'll find out in a minute, as the overtaker is really gaining on Empalava. 12 minutes left of the session, so not very long. Empalava has only lost a second within the last...
Smokey's been off the road again. Smokey's got damage. I think fatigue is starting to come in here.
Fatigue will definitely be a killer doing a longer race like this.
I don't know how I used to do this on other racing games. And I did do 24
Should feel
hours
sorry for me.
solo.
I've got 4 hours during the weekend.
Yeah. I will be watching when Matt streams it.
Yep. Hashtag blame it on Bozzy when I stack it in a wall.
Yeah. Blame it on Bozzy. Empalava did it again.
Yep. Hashtag Dan does it again.
Actually done. Empalava's actually quite impressed me here with keeping clean. He's not pitted for damage. Same with De Silva actually in this race too.
Yeah, De Silva's done really well, as we'll actually do driver of the day after the race finishes.
Or just before we get the top
Oh,
3
yeah.
to come up.
We will ask for it though, coming to the last 5 or so minutes of the race, just for the viewers' driver of the day. But we don't need to talk about that yet, because we've still got another 10 minutes of action before the end of this race. And the overtaker's really gaining on the back of Empalava here. 1.4 seconds is the gap. We'll just wait and see if Empalava's lost any time too.
Oh, overtaker launched it on the inside curb.
Well, one of the teammates had to do it.
But no, it may have rattled his suspension a bit.
Just a little bit. As there's Matahimovic in the background. He looks like he's really on a charge at the moment to catch up to the overtaker here.
Yeah, overtaker lost time with that. He may have
Got
he
some
could even
underbody
puncture his
damage.
tyre. You can puncture your tyres in this game.
There's only one way of finding out and seeing if one of his tyres just go kaboom.
No, it only does that in the F1 game.
Ah, yeah, so it not look as spectacular, but you'll still be able to tell the difference.
In the F1 game, as soon as you're about 70% wear, it's the danger zone.
Yep, which
Hey,
is
so
we can't
in
sing the
chat-
song because it's copyright, but just you know what we're thinking about.
Actually, in chat, give us your driver of the day. Let's start people commenting how their driver of the day.
Yeah, last 10 minutes. See what people have
So
on
we
their
can have a
minds
look
here.
through once we've done. Overtaker is right back onto Empalava now.
He is 0.9 seconds. As it looks like Empalava's lost another second to De Silva here, so maybe slowing down a little bit to let Overtaker past. The question is, are these guys going to try and slow Matahimovic down? As Matahimovic has even gained a second in just that last little part of the circuit as well. It was about 6.5 seconds off the Overtaker, now 5.5.
Very, very quiet race 2 for De Silva. Very
It has
quiet.
been. A very dominant race too, though, can I just say. As Matahimovic has spun it round going through the final turn. Doing donuts in the just on the end of the turn to get back onto track. Quite nicely done. As the overtaker's lost a bit of time to Empalava here, but Matahimovic
just
throwed it all away just in that one last little turn.
I won't see that.
As the overtaker actually running El Rouge coming up through Radion quite wide actually, as I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps getting track limit warnings.
If you're commenting in my stream, make sure you head towards Simplay Motorsport on YouTube, because I shouldn't really be looking at them.
Come and join us on Simplay Motorsport. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, press the bell notification, get to listen to our amazing voices even more, and then get to listen to a professional's voice, as I know he will love me saying that.
It's only my spot. And I had a comment in my chat saying got into sleep mode for you, Liam.
Comical. If it said it near the beginning of the stream, it would have been more funny.
It's about 45 minutes ago, so it's a lot.
Never mind then.
Overtaker is now sniffing his teammates' rear exhausts.
Fury isn't actually in the session anymore, so he might have actually left, or he could have disconnected. We will have to wait and see at the end.
He disconnected, has he? Right, Overtaker now looking at his teammate as he heads towards the back.
Ooh, this could be dangerous, coming through this little kink side by side.
Will the Buff Out Racing boys come together?
No, but they are really racing hard here.
They're racing hard. There's no team orders here. You'd love to see it.
No team at all.
Empalava defending, and he's gone deep into the bus stop. Overtaker is past.
There you go. Overtaker now past. Matahimovic still miles off here.
Yeah, but he lost quite a bit. He lost 7-8 seconds with that spin.
He did. As I can imagine, he'll be gutted after that.
Well, what I can hear, because I have his stream on in the background, he's still laughing about it. Yeah, Fury's back in the session. He's just rejoined.
I was just about to say that, in all fairness.
He's done the correct thing. And as long as he comes back out of the pits, he's got 6 minutes. And it's normally 2 minutes for the game before he can move the car again.
As we're now getting a little insight off of Fury's granddad here.
Yeah, Fury's granddad is here to make sure you don't fall asleep, Liam.
Yeah, just scream down the headset to wake me up, yeah. It's okay,
yeah, that's it.
I won't talk about the warehouses again.
Monkey Boy P10. He's been in top 10 both races tonight.
Yeah, the Overtaker having quite a good good one today.
Monkey Boy, I'm talking about. In the Team Dynamics Ferrari. He should really be in a Honda, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
It should be in the NSX.
Just start a poll to get the Type R in the GT3 category.
So Empalava still within us. Empalava look like he's gaining on Overtaker again.
It does. They don't look like they're losing too much time, but there's just under 5 minutes left of the session, so maybe he might try and strike back here at the Overtaker. We will have to wait and see, but it doesn't look like team orders are actually a thing between these two here.
Remember to leave your driver of the day in chat. Please, yeah. Those in chat.
15 people watching, guys. Just remember, press that subscribe button and the notification button with a like as well. Try and get this stream up to a nice amount of likes. Should I say, we've got 16 people with 17 likes.
The Silver's got time to get a burger. He really has. He's nearly 30 seconds in the lead. He's not trying to grab a burger off a fan.
Get himself a Rustler's. Put it in
No.
microwave, come back up, and he'll still be leading.
No, I'm talking about a proper burger, not
Ah,
Russell's.
right, yes. Get onto the phone to Just Eats quickly.
Top proper burger. Butcher's burger, nice and thick. Oh, we're talking about food. Excellent. So, got to be a simple stream when we start talking about food. Oh,
Must be
Dan has
about
moved up a
outsourcing,
position. He's
or
now
whatever
ahead
it's
of
called.
Peaceful. I don't know how far he is behind Euro. Euro's coming towards the comb. Dan is now at the sauce hairpin at the start of a lap. So 3 minutes, I don't think that's on. Smokey with a battered old Audi right there. Fury is now circulating again. At least this car's not damaged.
Yes, as Matahimovic has actually gained those 2 seconds back on Empalava here in the last few laps. Won't be enough time for him to be able to get that position, but in the long run, he has been able to catch up again. So he definitely has that pace, but just won't have enough pace to be able to put him where he was, I can imagine, was hoping to finish.
My guess is this could be the last lap.
My guess is the same, in all fairness.
I just watched the silver cross the line. This could be the last lap of this race.
We will have to wait and see.
Unless he does a 2:15.
Not even a 2:15 at this point, as long as he does. Actually, no, it would
Empalava
be.
is behind Matt. Empalava is behind Matt.
No, Empalava is
Matt is on
behind
the boat.
Gary 131.
Oh, yeah. Green cars. You go a bit greener. Green with. Well, my car will be green next season. If we go on Independence. I'm bringing back the V12.
And I might bring in the purple mobile. We'll see though.
Oh, you're going to team with Jamie, are you?
No. If I was teaming with Jamie, I'd put it below.
Just to annoy him. And we called Michael Massey's Mango Lassie.
Yeah, Michael Massey's Mango Lassie in the Mercedes, since we all know how much he loves it.
Yeah, Monkey Boy was sole driver now for his team. He was allowed to change colours of the car with disco withdrawing. So he's gone to orange and black, or brown and black.
Yeah. As I think Gary's been actually trying to hold up Empalava here, as Matahimovic now 7 seconds behind Empalava, but Matahimovic is really pushing here from what it looks like, from where we're sat.
30 seconds ago, I'm now going to go to Euros to see where he is. He's coming through Stavolo.
He might only just make it, but it's going to be a long shot. We have usually you would get that little notification up, but we haven't had it up yet.
Well, we're about at the end of the race. Driver of the day, Liam.
For me, my driver of the day has to be Overtaker. He's had a absolute recovery drive and a half in both of these races, and I feel like he deserves my driver of the day.
My driver of the day, because he's impressed me by not bidding it. And that is it. The race is over. De Silva wins this one.
We're not too far behind. It's the Overtaker, but we'll just wait for him, as he is only just coming through that little kink on the back straight here. As we'll come up to the
little kink.
Is
Overtaker now coming up to the bus stop chicane.
Yeah, just coming up to the final 2 turns. Looking very slow going through there as well, can I just add?
I must get his pad settings, because I really need to know how he does it on his pad. He's flashing his lights. Oh, did Empalava just nip him at the line?
No, Empalava does finish in third. The next car, it did. I feel like he looked like he ran out of fuel.
It has been known. Yeah, for my driver of the day, I'm going to go for Empalava, because he didn't bid it in a Rouge and Radion.
Yeah, that seems like a very good one, actually.
I'm now watching an Orthodubs come up to the line and finish his race. lap behind the leaders. And we've just been joined by the overtaker. I don't think, and then Palava. So we've got the Buff-Out Racing boys in the party.
We will
As
just wait
Dan
till...
crosses the line.
Yeah, we just wait now till the race is over, but we are just getting
Fury
these...
is doing donuts and he's just been hit by Dan. Oh no! Dan has just murdered his teammate.
As that is what your final classifications for race 2 look like. So it goes from De Silva to the overtaker. In third, you've got M. Palava, and in fourth, you've got Matahemovic. In fifth, you've got Big Boy Brazier. In sixth, you've got Nexus. In seventh, you've got Euro, and in eighth, you've got an Orthodubs. In ninth, you've got P-Sport, and in 10th, you've got Monkey Boy. In 11th, you've got Sutty, and in 12th, you've got Ugbar. In 13th, you've got Gary, and in 14th, you've got Smokey. In 15th, you've got Fiore, and in 16th, you've got Bryce. And then finally, in 17th, you had the Bigs. That is what your order looks like at the end of the race. But we are now just going to jump over to the top 3, as I believe we've got third and second in the party.
We don't have De Silva.
We don't have De Silva, so we're going to start with M. Palava here in N. No, yes, N did come third. Need to remember that. We're going to start with N. N, how did it feel not stacking it on El Rouge?
Oh, it felt good. I just want to say that it's been a long time since I've last been in this party, and the feeling is so good to be back. And yeah, I was happy not to crash in El Rouge. Of course, was a bit more careful after the incident that happened in the endurance race, but the setup was great, so I got confidence in the car.
Yeah, is obviously coming near the end of that race, it was basically a battle between you and your teammate. Just talk us through. Was there any team orders there, or was you just fighting for position?
At first we talked, or I suggested the idea of team orders, but the overtaker wanted to have a little bit of a fight, so I tried my best, but missed my braking point and went wide, so that ended quite quickly, but nevertheless it's a great result for both of us.
Yeah, as what are you actually looking to do into going into next week? As I believe next week being, if I can very quickly get it up here. Zandvoort. There we go. Thank you, Matt. What's your hopes going into Zandvoort next week?
Of course, I hope to repeat this result. Maybe not from race 1, but we don't talk about that. We forget it and move on. Yeah. It will be a challenging week for me because I haven't really done Zandvoort, so I will have to learn the track, and hopefully my teammate can help me with the setup and any tips.
Yeah, well done for tonight, and good luck going into next week. We're now going to go to second place, which is the overtaker. You did really well in those 2 races. You finished second in both of the races. I can imagine you're quite happy with yourself in that.
Yeah, but I'm also happy for my teammate, I said to him before the race that the podium is possible, especially after the carnage in Eau Rouge. I just don't think the reverse grid worked, especially with this start layup, because these incidents are inevitable. But all the cars in front and behind of me braked, and we still managed to crash. There was just no space, cars everywhere, so managed to get P2. It's a shame we didn't have a longer battle with them, but I'll take P2 for both of the races, for sure.
Leon, there's an echo on stream, apparently. There's an echo on stream.
Hopefully that should have sorted it. Obviously, coming second and third in this last race definitely helps in the constructors. Can you just talk us through if what your hopes are for obviously the future races with obviously trying to get into these 2 positions together?
Yeah, sure. We're fighting for both the drivers and constructors, so I'm super pleased with the results today. I'm happy for Anne. He deserved that one. even though he doesn't practice as much as some other guys, he manages to be consistent, and that was the key for tonight.
Yeah, and obviously Zandvoort next week. What's your hopes going into next week for Zandvoort? Are you going to want to try and keep the momentum going across there, or are you wanting to look for more?
I can't really say because I've never driven on Zandvoort except in preseason a bit, but I don't really know the track, so it's gonna be a big learning curve for me. But I don't know. I'll see what I can get when I go there.
Yeah, well done for tonight, and good luck going into next week, as I'm going to run you through what your constructors and your drivers are looking like just after tonight. As in your drivers here, you've got the Overtaker leading with a 29-point gap to De Silva, who is in second. Mahimovic in third, only 7 points a gap for that one. In fourth, you have got Big Boy Brazier, and in fifth, you have Fury. Only 4 points to gap in that one. Unorthodox in sixth. The two teammates of FU Racing actually level on points at the moment. Then you have Gary 131 in P7. In P8, you have M Palava, and in P9, you have Euro. In P10, you have Peaceful Explosion, who's only actually 2 points in front of P11, who is actually Bryce. In 12th, you've got Smoky Devil, level on points with 13th of Monkey Boy here. And you have Sooty Apex in 14th, with Ugbar in 15th. Behind that, though, you have D Biggs in 16th. And finally, finishing the table off level on points is Nexus in 17th. Jumping over to your constructors, though, here. In first, you have that'll Buff Out Racing with a 24-point gap lead to Jaeger Motorsport. In third, you have FU Racing, and in fourth, you have Michael Massey's Mango Lassie. In P5, you got Simplay Racing, and in sixth, you've got PRT Squadra Corsa. In seventh, you have got Team Independent, and in eighth, you have Fionda Motoristico. In P9, you have Terminal Velocity Racing, and in 10th, you've got FST Racing. And then finally in 11th, you've got OMO Motorsport. As that is what your two your constructors and your drivers look like at the moment. As obviously like and subscribe to the channel, press that bell notification, and join Dan Davis live on F1 on Sunday, as I believe we're actually doing Spa next week at the same track for F1, so keep your eyes out for that one on Sunday. But from me and everybody at Simplay, good night.
Good night.
Whoa!
What the fuck happened to the camel straight?
What, with me?
Matt, are you by any chance a little bit pissed off with what happened there?
I'm a little pissed off, but at the same time, I'm also very, very happy.
Oh yeah.
Very happy for my Latvian friend.
Yeah.
Who didn't bin it on El Rouge?
Who didn't bin it on El Rouge.
Do you know what? We was waiting all night for you to do that, and then you just gave us blue balls, mate.
Thanks.
Not in a horrible way, just.
Liam, we're still live.
No, we're not. I've just ended it on YouTube, my end.
Okay, but
No, we're not. Not according to mine. We're still on end. We're on end screen.
We are 2 subscribers away from 400. Nice.
Yeah, we got 2 tonight.
No, there were some moments where I was like, oh shit, I'm about to drop it, but then I thought I would just go straight. I don't want
Basically,
to
you was
give you
being
the
very
satisfaction.
cautious around El Rouge, because you knew if you dropped
You had
it
to,
around
you had
El
to be
Rouge,
very
you-
cautious on that last lap and all.
Oh, I
So,
was,
mind games. Mind games when someone is...
I was cautious throughout the whole second stint of the race.
I was catching you, and I dropped it at the fucking final chicane one, didn't I? Like a
I saw
twat.
that I think
Yeah.
there were like 20 minutes left, and you're 10 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Like, you need
Yeah,
a
you're,
second.
you're lapping like 20 into 20s, right?
20, yeah, 220s,
220,
219s, yeah.
Mate, my pace fell off the cliff after the pit stops. I don't know.
Yeah, to be fair, you was like 10 seconds after the pit stops, and then I'm like, this is coming down here.
Yeah, I was struggling to get into 219s and I was doing 220s mid and high.
I got overly confident coming through Blanchimont towards the bus stop chicane. I started dropping my traction control for the bus stop and turn 1 just to get a better run through. And I caught it too many times to turn my traction control off at the chicane, didn't I? Hence why you see me spin around, Pian, on stream.
Oh, Liam saw that.
Yeah, I caught it too many times. The traction control went off, I hit the throttle, at rear end went fuck off. Alright. Guess that's me not catching Plava.
Maybe you fixed your car and that's why you started going slowly.
Yeah, did you have much damage at the start, Taker?
Yeah, I had 16 seconds of damage.
Yeah,
I don't think these reverse grids work. I think I don't know, I think you need to have some briefing or something because this is bad. Every single race, also on project car sent here, there's always carnage. I don't think, but
we are on about changing it for next season.
yeah, cause it's unbearable. I think it's down to luck. Either you get hit or you don't.
Yeah, I think it's look. I think a lot of drivers as well are a bit hasty, and I think there's too many. Would you know when them? And this is no disrespect to them. Like me on my stream, this is no disrespect to the slower guys, Plava. But
of course not. Of course, just
when they're at